Hello again, welcome to our second video looking at more specific use of the BNF. So today we're going to look at a specific drug. We try and locate that drug in the BNF and find out specific information about that drug. My drug of choice is aspirin, which is a very commonly used drug used for a variety of conditions. We'll look at some of those indications in a moment. So as we said in our previous video, the first thing we need to do is to look the specific drug, which in this case is aspirin, in the index. So I've got my BNF here. I've got the index and I'm opening the page with the letters AS. So I've got aspirin there, and I can see several entries under the drug aspirin. The main ones have bold numbers next to them. So the first entry says analgesia, and there is bold numbers 269 next to that, and the second one is antiplatelet, and had a bold number 157 next to that. Now these bold numbers are important because they indicate that this is a significant entry for that particular drug in the BNF. So if you want to find information about this particular indication, then you look under that bold entry. So we're going to look at the use of aspirin in analgesia. And as I said, that's indicated in bold in page 269. So I'm going to go in my BNF to that page, which is page 269, and it has aspirin, and it's section 471, which is non-opioid analgesic and compound analgesic preparations. I'll show you where that is exactly on my BNF. Now, under the main heading, which is aspirin, you will see lots of smaller headings which explain what aspirin is used for, indications, the cautions, the things that we need to be concerned about, the contraindications where we have to be careful or not use aspirin at all, and specific situations such as hepatic impairment, renal impairment, pregnancy. So what do we do when somebody has these conditions and we intend to use aspirin in them? Other special conditions such as breastfeeding. Then move on to other important information on the drug, such as side effects. And then the dose, and I'm specifically looking at the dose today. So the piece of information that I'm trying to find out is the dose that we'll be using aspirin for analgesia. So if we look under the dose, the most commonly used dose is by mouth, and the BNF says that we'd be using 300 to 900 milligram of aspirin every 4 to 6 hours when necessary. So that means when we actually need to use it. And then it says maximum 4 gram daily, so that means you can use up to 4 grams a day of aspirin spread out throughout the day, not as a single dose, of course. And for a child under 16, it says that aspirin is not recommended because of a condition known as Ray's syndrome, and I won't go into that condition at this stage. So that's a quick run about how to look specific information about a particular drug in the BNF. I hope you found this video useful, and we'll continue exploring the BNF in my next video. Catch you then.